Hello everyone! Oh my goodness, the music is so loud. How is everyone doing today? Oh, there's something in my eye now. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well today. Hello, Derp13. Welcome, welcome! Today, oh my god, it's so hot today. We are playing Corpse Factory. I'm really excited! Oh, we have a 3-day weekend! Yay! Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Enjoy. And for those of you in the US, it is 4th of July weekend, so happy 4th of July. I don't know if I'll be streaming that day or not, but just in case I don't, happy early 4th of July. I'm sorry, by the way, if I'm really slow at thinking today. This back here got a new job at a coffee shop, and I had to wake up at 4 AM today for a shift. So I haven't, and then I didn't really sleep. Like, I went to bed at midnight, so I'm a little a little tired today. But like, I tried to take a nap before stream, and I couldn't fall asleep, so it's fine. It's fine. It's weird because bats are supposed to be nocturnal, but maybe I'm just adjusting to human life. Yes, I'm just tired. Oh my goodness, wait, you guys can't see the game, I'm so sorry. There you go, okay. Awesome. Yes, I'm okay, thank you so much for asking, I appreciate that. It makes me happy you guys check in on me, really. Alright. Let me know if the audio is okay. I'm not sure if it's too loud or not. The music is sometimes a little loud in this game, so I might actually turn it down a tiny bit now. But how's everyone doing? How was you guys' day? Tell me what you did today. It's Friday. I hope you guys have like the weekend off, or at least one day of the weekend off. You have to work the weekend, I'm sorry. At least I hope you get a little time to rest. Been a minute? Yeah. When is the last day I streamed? Was it Tuesday? Yeah, I think I last streamed Tuesday. You guys, I have a peanut-sized brain. Like, I don't remember anything ever. If you guys like ever talk to me outside of stream, you would know that, like, I can only ever remember, like, one thing at a time. But, yeah. Hope you guys are doing good, and I guess we can get right into the game. I really want to figure out what happens. Like, every single time I, like, was streaming and it wasn't Corpse Factory, I'm like, I want to stream Corpse Factory because I want to figure out what happens next. And I had to refrain so hard from not playing it by myself. Hi, welcome in. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Anyways, I'll stop not stalling, getting distracted and play the game for you guys because I'm also excited to get into it. Alright, so I forgot what's going on actually. I know she's in the convenience store. I don't remember if it's like morning. Oh yeah. She like, I remember she did the corpse photo for the one like office worker lady, and then the lady died, and then she had a whole episode in the bathroom, and then she went to bed, and then this is the next day. Okay. I remember that. That went on forever. The mundane chatter of business people, students, and workers buzzes in the air like a swarm of relentless flies. By the way, that reminds me, I hate summer because of the amount of flies, and I mean, it's not exactly fun being a zombie. I like to go outside sometimes with an umbrella to stay away from the sun, because you know the sun isn't exactly good for me as a zombie. But the flies, there's nothing I can do about them, and they're always so attracted to me. But I hate them. I hate flies so much. I hate it when they like. The worst feeling ever is like whenever a fly like flies past your head. Like I just hate that feeling. Well, no, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. This game, oh my goodness. I'm gonna read the actual synopsis of the game on Steam because I'm really bad at explaining things. I'm so sorry. So Steam describes it as: discard your sense of morality and enter the world of Corpse Factory. An obscure website allows users to request a death. Victims supposedly receive a photograph of their own corpse before they are killed. And this what is this called? What kind of game is this? Visual novel actually has voice acting. So there's lines like this that will not really like it. There'll be like the character's thoughts, so those aren't read aloud. But if it's like an actual dialogue line, then it's voice acted. It has a dialogue, like it has audio. It has audio. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm really scatterbrained today. But yes, it's about it revolves around a website where people can go on it and request someone else's death, and that person that is requested to die will receive a photograph of that, like their corpse before they actually die, supposedly. And so for the first, like for the prologue and the first bit of the act, the first act, we didn't really know. Like for the prologue, it seemed more like an urban legend type of deal, and then for the first half of the act, it became apparent that it was like a real website, but you're not really sure who's behind it. And it's later revealed that the character that is in this first act surrounds is actually behind it, and she doesn't actually go out and kill the people, but instead plays on the sense of fear that they get whenever they receive a photo of their own corpse. Like that feeling of like, oh, like it's me, I'm dead, like it's going to happen no matter what, because like this is from the future, so it has to happen. So like she like tries, I don't know, she likes the feeling of like, oh my god, what is it, like getting to people in that way, like messing with their head in that way. I believe the way she put it is like she likes the feeling of taking control of other people's lives. I think she like at first she just wanted them to panic, but then somebody actually died from it. And then she got like such an adrenaline rush from that person like dying, so she's been trying to have someone else die since then. And then the day before in this episode, what Furuta said, and in this day, the night before, she found out that one of the most recent people she sent a photo to actually did die. So this is the next day after that. I hope that wasn't too bad of an explanation. Like I said, I'm horrible at explaining things, so I'm really sorry if that made zero sense. But I hope that clarified at least a little bit. Yeah, you should totally play it if you like visual novels that are horror. I think this one is cool because of the voice acting, since it's not something I've seen a lot in visual novels. And oh, thank you. I also really like, honestly, I really like the artwork in this one. I love the art style, and the backgrounds are super well done as well. Also, I was gonna say something else originally, but oh, it's each, from what I haven't played super far in the game yet, but from what I've seen, it looks like each act is told from a different character's perspective, or like focuses on a certain character or a couple of characters. So that's really interesting. Um, Welcome, Ambuda! Welcome in! And I also forgot to welcome Lotus. I'm so sorry. I was staring at the game and not looking at chat. So I'm super sorry. But welcome, Lotus! And welcome, John! You guys are so amazing for coming in. Oh my goodness, hi. Alright. Also, again, if you're just coming in, if I seem like jittery or like I'm thinking slow today, it's because I slept for like maybe 3 hours and have only had like caffeine and water, and that's it. I mean, I've had food, but like, like to drink, I've had a lot of caffeine as well, so my brain is kind of like all over the place. But alright, okay, I'm gonna play the game now, I promise, I promise. Don't distract me anymore, please. Please don't distract me. I'm so horrible at paying attention to things. Of course you can talk in the chat. I'm just horrible at like paying attention to multiple things at a time. Oh, thank you. I'll try. Throughout the drone of mingled conversations, I happened to catch a few interesting words here and there. Yeah, pretty much. I had an energy drink earlier, and now I'm drinking a coffee. It was originally like a blended type frozen coffee, but it like melted. So it's just liquid.
What do you mean by request a death?
I'm gonna turn... I think... Can I turn the music down? Yeah, okay. I feel like it overpowers the voices just a little bit, so... My lips curl into a half smile, half snarl.
Since he always cheats, I thought I might upload his photo.
Oh, they're all talking about her website?
And you think Corpse Girl really exists?
To hear so many people talking about Corpse Girl's website is enough to make my nerves tingle. However, I know they're not talking about it because of Akane Tsurumaki's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported to the news as a suspicious case. The only source of information I could locate was her obituary, and that didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know that Corpse Girl was involved. People are talking about the website in the same way they always have. Like it's just an interesting topic of conversation, an icebreaker, one of those things you tell your friends to entertain them. And therein is my issue with the website as a topic of conversation. It's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it, people visit the website out of curiosity, but very few people take action and request a death. That's the part that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? How can Corpse Girl claim her victims if there are no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, an icebreaker, then Corpse Girl's ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't yet provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. The death toll is humiliatingly low. I need to ramp it up and step up my game, for Corpse Girl's sake. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones, like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be spoken of. But with more time and some more victims, I can't speak today, guys. I don't know what happened. Soon everyone will know to fear Corpse Girl. That scared me. Thanks to the constant drone at the convenience store, I barely registered the quiet melody of a ringtone. Ringtone, more like jump scare. Eventually my ears become keen enough to pick it out and I answer my phone.
Hey.
Yeah, this is the girl we're talking about. She runs the Corpse Girl website. Her name is Noriko.
Good morning, Noriko. Is this a bad time?
But no one knows she runs it. And then this is Aoi, one of her friends who also doesn't know she runs it.
Not at all. I'm at the convenience store.
Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work.
No worries. I actually meant to call you yesterday, but the day got away from me.
That's okay. I wanted to ask if you spoke to Shinya yet?
I sure did. Guess what?
What?
You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other.
Oh my gosh. Really? Are you telling the truth?
Of course. When have I ever lied to you?
Oh, Noriko.
I love their friendship so much, it's adorable. Like, Noriko looks out for Aoi a lot, and that makes me happy.
Does this mean I can quit the maid cafe now?
Yep. Quit today if you can.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you.
Aoi, are you crying?
I'm so
I agree! Making Aoi so overwhelmingly happy feels really good. I care so much for this girl. Her happiness is vital to me. Ah! I'm so happy!
I owe you so much. And Shinya too. I know. I'll buy him a gift to give him on my first day. Do you think he'll like that?
Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Aoi.
What does he like?
She doesn't look it? Yeah, she doesn't. Whenever we first really saw her, she didn't give me, like, the impression that she would be friends with Aoi. And then they started, like, talking to each other, and I was like, oh my god, they're actually, like, best friends. But, I managed to spill the answer to that without even having to think twice.
Crime novels.
Oh, really? Oh, his dad is a detective, right? Okay, I can get something like that. Right now, I'm going to march into the cafe and quit.
You tell him. Good luck, kid.
Aww.
Okay, bye, Noriko.
The call ends and I smile. Aoi sounded so happy. I'm really glad that I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. I barely had time to select a can of coffee from the line of refrigerated shelves before my phone rings again.
Huh? Aoi?
Sorry to call again, Noriko. I just, something was bugging me, so...
What's up?
Did I, this is going to sound stupid. Did I thank you for getting me the job?
Oh, yeah, you did. A few times, I think.
Okay, phew. I just wanted to check. It was bothering
Aww.
me, and I didn't want to come off as ungrateful, so... you know what? Just to make sure. Thank you, Noriko. Okay, I'm going now, really. Bye-bye.
Noriko looks so pretty. Aoi looks so cute too. Yeah, I think one of the things we first learned about Noriko is that she really likes her appearance, and apparently she looks a lot like her mother.
Bye, Aoi.
The call ends and my brow furrows. That was strange, but maybe not so strange for Aoi. I guess she really wanted to be polite. I shrugged it off and returned to selecting my coffee for the day. Alright, let's see what happens. The office atmosphere is unusually somber when I exit the elevator. There are fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see on this level are hovering around in one of the glass-screen cubicles to one side of the floor. I spy Shinya standing at his desk, talking quietly on the phone. He's nodding and bowing a lot, despite the fact that whoever is on the other end of the call can't see him. I wanted to ask somebody what's going on, but nobody seems to notice me arriving. I shuffle my way to my desk and sit down. I spend some time looking over a spreadsheet of today's tasks. After going through it thoroughly, Shinya arrives in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath.
Noriko, Has anyone filled you in yet?
No, what's going on? Why is half the office empty?
Well, you see, somebody within the company died yesterday.
Oh my god, wait. Is it the girl that she killed?
Somebody we know?
Uh-oh.
Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an exec up on the 21st floor. Apparently, she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day.
Uh-oh.
People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident, and now she's...
Dead?
Sheena glares at me, his narrow pupils seemingly accusing me of being tactless.
Yes. Dead.
So, I mean, I get it's a tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today?
You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone is being offered professional grief counseling.
Seriously?
I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip out on work.
Interesting.
Regardless, what happened to Miss Suramaki was a tragedy. So unexpected.
Oh! Ah! She did kill someone in her own company! How did she not... Well, it makes sense since she never met the lady she killed, but like... Oh my god! I was not expecting that. I was like... But as soon as she was talking about how... I mean, as soon as Shinya came up to her desk and was like, did you hear about, like, what's going on? I was like, oh no. Don't tell me this is gonna happen. Oh, I don't remember the main character being this evil. Yeah! She's the whole girl behind... the Corpse Girl website. So she sends out the photographs. She photoshops them and sends them out. Oh my god, I forgot to explain that. So all of the photographs because I don't know if this is really an important detail, but it shows up a lot. And I don't know if they'll explain it again, but all of the photographs that the recipients receive are all dated for the future. Usually, she doesn't really do an exact time in the future, but usually like a day, like two days or less in the future, I believe. And they're not actual photos of their corpses. She goes online to this website, and like the dark web or something, and finds pictures where it's like people upload pictures of corpses. She finds them. Like, she picks one, and then she photoshops the person's details from the uploaded photo onto it. And she spends, like, a lot of time doing it to make it look as realistic as possible, which sort of gives that sense of fear to the person receiving it. But yeah, because that was kind of an area of confusion when you start the game, because they don't actually explain how the photos are created until, like, I'm assuming about the middle of Act 1, because I don't really know how long Act 1 is, but sometime during that, they explain it. I blink a few times, getting ready to turn back to my computer. This Tsuramaki.
Wait, what was her name?
Huh? Ms. Suramaki. It should be in the email.
Oh my god, this ominous music!
She had a young daughter and everything. It's really sad.
Akane Tsuramaki. Though I've never met her before, her face appears in my mind with startling clarity. Self-asphyxiation. An accident. She worked here? So the way it works is like it's a combination of like dating it for the future and also like the near future, and also like photoshopping it to make it look realistic. Just sort of like, I suppose, like manipulate their thoughts and emotions to make them feel like they know for a fact it's going to happen and that it has to happen. and therefore it makes it more, it makes them sort of like, per se, for example, if it's like an accident, because they're so conscious of it, like, they're so conscious of the fact that it's going to happen, that I guess they sort of, yeah, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of hard. It's kind of like a, oh, it's fate, so there's nothing I can really do about it. So you kind of let your guard down, and then something happens and you die, type of thing. Like, that's the sort of setup. Yeah, it's not exactly fully explained, but, like, for example, the protagonist in the prologue received a photograph, and, like, the way she died was, like, she got sent a photo of her corpse at, like, I think it was, like, on a, like, concrete next, like, on a pavement next to a patch of grass, and, like, she'd fallen from, like, high up, and so she lived in her apartment building, and she was, like, panicking, and so she went out onto the balcony to get fresh air, but then she, like, fell over the edge and died. So, like, it's sort of that thing, like, you send the person into such a panic that they're not really paying attention to what they're doing, type of thing. And that's what I interpret it as, at least. They probably will revisit it later, so you might understand it better that way. Like I said, I'm not very good at explaining things, but I can scarcely believe it. It's true that this is a massive company with thousands of employees, Japan-wide, but still. Also, thank you for the hearts, DSS Sing. I love you all so much. For her to work in the very same building as me, it's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. Would I have gone through with killing her if I knew she worked in my building? This scenario creates more questions than answers. The person that requested her death, did they also work here? It would have to be somebody who knows her well enough to want her dead. Odds are high that they work here as well.
You okay?
I realize that I've been spacing out, and I turn back to Shinya.
Yeah, sorry. Just thinking is all.
Well, grief affects us all in different ways, I think. The details for the counseling sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it'll help.
Yeah, I hope that made sense. Like I said, I'm not very good at explaining stuff.
Okay. Some quiet reflection on the matter should help clear my head.
Sure, okay.
Plus, I have a date with Tomoe to look forward to. It's important to
Oh my
look
god,
ahead
yeah, I
in time
forgot they
safety,
got a
isn't
date.
it?
I'm so happy
You've
for
read that
them.
somewhere.
Ugh, yeah, that's what they say.
Very well then. Do your best today, okay?
Right.
I keep passing. Shinya takes his leave and I let my shoulders slump. I killed someone from my office building, but I didn't know that at the time. Could my involvement be traced? No, I was careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone SIM card, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone will find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know if the authorities are treating the case as a murder. As far as general information goes, it would seem like it is truly being treated as an accident. I'm in the clear. I know I am. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of the person who requested Tsurumaki's death. I've never seen it before, I don't think. Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed quietly. Even Tomoe kept her distance from me. I wonder if I scared her off when I casually mentioned reporting her to the police. Not that I actually would report her. That would lead to the police getting mixed up in my life, and I can't really have that considering my moonlighting occupation, especially now that I know I have a connection to Tsurumaki. I brushed my hair in front of the mirror in my bedroom. I removed my makeup and revealed the ever-so-faint bruise on my cheek, the fading token of my fight with Tomoe. Since tonight is rather cold, I decided to snuggle up under the covers in bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed and pull the plush blankets up over myself. The warmth and softness is immediately comforting. I have to fight the urge not to fall asleep here and now. To keep myself awake, I check the request to my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find there are 2 new requests. 2 in one day. My heart begins to race, and I quickly open the messages. The first message reads, request details. Today, 11:14 a.m. local time. Victim's phone. Image attachment not found. No image attachment? What? I thought I configured the website to reject requests unless an image is attached. This is really irritating. I got my hopes up for nothing. Takes me a second to remember that there's another request waiting. My optimism renewed, I hurriedly click into the unread message. Hello, welcome in, Grandma Fellblood. Welcome. Request details. Today, 5:06 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Yes, this request has been submitted correctly. The image is loading before my eyes. No, this guy looks so nice. This is so sad. All these people that she's killing look so nice. Like, of course, we haven't seen like any of his personality, but he generally looks like a nice guy. The new victim is male, early 20s. He's fit and athletic looking. His clothing is casual, so it's impossible to infer what kind of work he does. The photo of him is pretty simple. I don't know if he uses it for his noise profile or if it's an ID photo of some sort. Either way, he looks like a happy person. I am not so naive to pretend I can't guess at the reasons this guy is wanted dead. Perhaps an ex has submitted his details after a bad breakup, or a jealous sibling wants him out of the picture. People's motivations are purely selfish. Requesting the death of somebody is guaranteed to be motivated by self-interest. Really, okay? So, why did somebody want Tsurumaki dead? She was so plain looking, so uninteresting. She didn't look like she was capable of even thinking about wronging somebody. Did somebody want revenge on her, or did someone simply find her so dull that the thought of removing her from the planet seemed appealing? I interrupt my own thoughts and return to the task at hand. Dwelling on a past victim won't do me any good if I want to continue my streak of success. This new guy is attractive. It's almost a shame to have to chop him up. Noriko! Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scarring a pretty face. Beauty is superficial anyway. I know that as well as anyone. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anyone else. Take Aoi, for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type, but she suffers endlessly at the hands of cruel stalkers and patrons. Everyone suffers, beautiful or not. We all cop the crap we're dealt. So why fuss over a beautiful corpse? This guy, or Aoi, or even Tomoe on a good day. Beautiful people die the same way as an average person. The guy on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure there's some petty reason his death has been requested. But I take all requests seriously. I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way to her fame. With a smirk and a lick of my lips, I get to work. I've got a nice, clear photo here, so I can go all out on the request. So yeah, so she uses this website called the Database of the Deceased to find pictures of dead people. And she, like, picks random, like, tags. Like, she chooses the tags to help find someone that looks close to their appearance, and then she photoshops it. I hit up the DD, the Database of the Deceased, and spend some time selecting a suitable base image. I hesitate between choosing an image of a corpse with a knife in its throat or a body soaking in a bloody bathtub with its wrist slit. Jesus. I'm so sorry for that graphic imagery, everybody. There's definitely, some of the imagery in this is definitely pretty graphic and, not fun to listen to. So if you ever want to step away for a second during these scenes where she's talking about the images themselves, definitely feel free to. Yeah, it's rough. Either image would do just fine, but I really want something special for this latest victim. After all, I have to top my last success, right? Another 5 or 10 minutes pass until I gasp at coming across the perfect photo. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on the DD, this image matches my victim's description perfectly. 20 to 30 years old, athletic build, male. The corpse's legs are severed below the knees. Bloody stumps leak their vital fluids from on high. The body's hanging from a set of power lines in some suburban street. It's perfect. Beautiful, even. It will help me create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kind of have to question the story behind this photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to this sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve my purpose. I download the highest resolution copy available and save it to my hard drive. My fingers trace along the computer's trackpad with practice movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. The night carries on. Alright, so it's Friday morning now. My walk through the train station this morning is cocky, self-assured. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdraw a worn book from my handbag and flip open the cover. There's a name scrawled in the blue ballpoint pen on the first page, but it has become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it at a secondhand bookshop. Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its aged cover and weathered spine both bear the same title. False Photography, a comprehensive history of photo manipulation. Interesting. This book is written in English, and it's a slog to work through with my limited knowledge of that language, but I like to skim through it primarily for the photographs contained within. The examples of early image doctoring from centuries ago fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993 when it was first published. It's true that a lot of the techniques discussed within are no longer relevant in today's digital age. However, there is a hearty section dedicated to the art of manipulating corpse photos, something that I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of this section's content is that the featured artists perform the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the artists in the book... I cannot talk today, you guys. This is so bad. I'm so sorry. The artists in the book edit images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. In bygone eras, when photographs of people were taken few and far between, a sect of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making the photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. Imagine if you lost someone dear to you and you had no photographs of them. Wouldn't it be wonderful to receive one last memento, a beautiful image of the way you remember them? Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pen directly to a photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of this process is the way they illustrated the corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship with the artists discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard at my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are in black and white, but to me that only drives home how impressive these old techniques were. I finish flipping through a chapter and close the book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. Oh, so sorry I didn't see your message, broken computer. Hi, V. I can't stay for the entire stream, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, broken computer. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And if you're going to bed, I hope you have a great night and you sleep well. When I'm certain nobody is looking, I carefully open the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotten food and who knows what else assaults my senses, and I reflexively gag and splutter. Hello, welcome in! How are you doing today, Lightning Lord? The staff at the convenience store really need to steal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here.
Ugh, this is exhausting. I have to stop doing this.
The raised open lid locks into place at a 45-degree angle, allowing my now free hands to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. It's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap on the retro tactile keys, confirming that I've completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it in the dumpster. I then snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen crunches into pieces with a gratifying ksh underneath my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my finger on the sharp glass. With hardly a glance, I unceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sidle between the brick wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. I'm just shocked about some sad news I heard last night, but I'm fine. Oh, I'm so sorry about hearing that you heard some sad news last night, but I hope that everything will get better for you in time, and thank you so much for stopping by this stream. I hope that, that I can make your day at least a little bit better, and yeah, I really, really appreciate you for stopping by. Of course, Corpse Factory is going to be a little bit on the darker side, maybe a little gruesome as well, so if that's something that you're not really in the mood to experience after hearing that news last night, totally feel free to just chill out and yeah, but just feel free to, you don't have to stay if that's something you don't want to hear about at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by though. I really appreciate it. I really hope things get better for you too. As always, we're here for you. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my goodness, it's so hot in here. Now in front of the convenience store, I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. So sorry, I was getting a drink. That takes care of my latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed of it in the combustible trash. Now, with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location, my mind is at ease. Thank you for the hydrate! It's been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my latest victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless slumber. My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages I send. I'd love it if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30th, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today, of course. He could end up just like Akane Tsurumaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Ruri Hitano. Did she kill herself or did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I'll truly be on a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. I don't know why, but suddenly I'm getting anxious, like something's going to happen. On my route home, I usually like to track through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings as a lot of people walk their dogs and I can't risk my allergies flaring out before I reach the office. In the evening, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. I make my way along the neat, broad dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. This city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. I try not to think much of it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live on the outskirts of Akihabara, and commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. Don't even get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. I'm lucky I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, I'd still only save a handful of loose change. And I wouldn't have access to the familiar selection I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I'm also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. I'm so sorry I clicked out of the tab. Or the... tab? Yeah, window. That's what it's called. I was like, wait a minute. This isn't an internet browser. Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Toward the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on the wind, and I can't help but feel like I've heard the voices before. Oh my god, is it Shinya and Tomoe? Can we see their date? I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home.
Aha! It's Noriko! Fancy seeing her here.
Hi, Tomoe! Oh my god!
Noriko's here.
Tomoe and Shinya. Tomoe glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a shit-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomoe did mention they were going on a date on Friday night. I suppose it's just my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home. So what are they doing here in Akihabara? I have to assume that Tomoe came here on purpose just to spite me.
On your way home? Uh-huh. How's your, date? We're having a blast, right, Chen?
Yes, of course. A great time.
I wonder if Tomoe has been dragging Shinya along against his will.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it. Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us?
Yeah, I feel so... I want to know what happens. I hope he's okay.
No thanks.
I can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomoe.
Please come with us, Noriko.
Oh, is he okay? I feel kind of bad. What happened? I was so excited for them. Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight. Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
I honestly don't know what to say to that.
Say, Shin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear, she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
Right.
Huh. Fascinating.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Okay.
I wonder
See you then.
if Noriko ever gets lonely. Like, I know she has her routine that she sticks to, that she enjoys, and I also know that she has Aoi, but they don't really seem to spend a lot of time together, so I just wonder if she ever gets lonely, or like she ever wants to spend time with other people, but she's worried because of her,
She's such a drag.
because of like her corpse girl stuff. I let Tomoe's words hang in the air as I walk past her. I'd be the type that prefers being alone. True, that makes sense. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all, or is this whole thing just to annoy me? Tomoe dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomoe is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if I could carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomoe calls out to me
Your
again.
friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? Oh, fun. I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
I grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turn back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now.
I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like.
Oh, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you.
Yeah. I'm going.
I finally managed to disengage from the conversation, even with Tomoe's mocking laugh piercing the air. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. I want to know what happened with Tomoe and Shinya! I want to know! I want to know if they're okay! Tomoe, I have to wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. Also, I wonder if Aoi quitting her job went okay too. I have to tell myself she's not worth my time. I can't let her taunts get to me. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Running a hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. I'm stretching, I'm sorry. Give me just a second. I need a back massage. And it's so hot. How hot is it where you guys are? Here it's in the 90s. Which is like... I think that's like in the... Wait. Late 30s. In the maybe a little bit in the 40s for those of you who do Celsius. I think. I don't really know for sure. But... I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now. I hear a lot of people complaining about the heat, but it's been pretty cool here. Maybe it's my fan. Listen, I have a fan, and I'm not even playing a game that makes my PC super hot, but I'm dying. For me, it went up to 93 a while ago, now it's at 80. I wish it was at 80, it's 96 right now. And it's in the afternoon. Give me just a second, you guys. I'm gonna actually turn my fan up because I don't want to, like, die. Alright, I'm back. Sorry I turned into tiny apple, you guys. I'm just gone. Oh, that's so much nicer. Just waiting to like... No, wait, my desk is actually blocking it. Hold on. I'm so sorry, everyone. Excuse me. Alright, I'm back. And it's, oh my god, it's so much cooler. I have my fan on almost the highest setting, and it's so nice. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. If my work was successful, I should know soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I could sit here for hours for free and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my tastes. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I've had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me, that lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder? I found myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Cthulhu, huh?
Cthulhu, huh? You Lovecraft nerd? Oh my god, wait, is it voice acted? I think my volume just went down. Whoops. I'm so sorry if I read over that and he voiced it. I blink twice and look up at the strange man standing over me.
Huh?
Sus, didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh, in Japanese too. Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
Course. Kojiro.
The man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake it or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
You don't have a last name?
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Kojiro now.
This guy is weird. His clothes smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven and his eyes are scarily clear and focused, despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Soz again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
He is? Do you wear a Dekido clothes that have been in the back of a closet for about a decade, and you don't shave and you have black hair and thick glasses? Also, did you lose your last name in a fire? If so, if you fit all those criteria, you might just be Koziro from Corpse Factory.
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books.
He's just like unscrew. You guys are all all my fans are just, it's just Kojiro. Only him.
Not to judge you by your cover. Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
As much as I hate to admit it, the stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
I just can't believe her forwardness.
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right? Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that. Second book goes nuts. Main character fills a school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online.
Yeah.
Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction. Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
Interesting.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
Actually, I have something to confess. Last night, I couldn't sleep until like midnight, even though I had a 4 a.m. shift, because I decided to watch true crime videos on YouTube before I fell asleep, except I got super paranoid, so then I couldn't. It was a bad idea. Don't do it unless you can just like read it and be like, oh, okay, and then sleep. But like, I can't. Usually I'm fine if I watch or read it during the day, but then like last night I'm just like, oh dear. Yeah, I would definitely read this. Yeah, it was a pain, but it was okay. That's just why I'm so sleepy today, because I had to wake up really early and then I didn't fall asleep until midnight.
You want noise? Well, of course you are.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, at Koji. Add me if you like. We can talk shop. I'm gonna find Nobel. Wish me luck.
Without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. I try to return to my reading, but that whole conversation just replays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. It's kind of, it's like if you fused Discord and like Instagram together is the way they described it. Because I remember towards the beginning of Act 1, Noriko described how she would look at the people she follows pictures on Noise, but then in the prologue the character Emmy talked about being in a group chat in Noise as well with her coworkers, so I think it's like a mixture of both of them. I'm not really sure though. They just describe it as like a social networking like platform, so it's not really said like what it really is, but maybe I'll just head home for today. Being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I'll have to admit that I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri, a rice ball from the convenience store, will tide me over until tomorrow. Yeah, totally. I gather my things and stand up, letting out a little as I stretch my muscles. As I head toward the sliding doors to leave the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. This is it! My phone is in my hand in less than a second, the screen unlocked and the obituary page loading before my eyes. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found 3. Mr. Accident. Numerical data range 20 to 30. Image data found yes. Saturday, May 30th. Oh my god, I'm gonna turn this music up because it's so... The music, the suspense music is so good. I want to turn it up while I read this to you. Have you read any Lovecraft? No, I haven't, but I want to. I do want to. Mr. Eiichi Hanada, 22, of Tokyo Prefecture, oops, I haven't opened the tab, was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection, 12:02 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée, who wishes to remain anonymous. A funeral service has not yet been arranged. Oh crap. View image attachment? I quickly load the image attachment and can't believe my eyes. The photo is the exact same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. It's good. Might be a bit difficult though. He uses a lot of old adjectives. That's alright. I've definitely read some classics before because I am interested in a lot of historical periods. I'm kind of a history buff, to be honest. I mean, of course, you guys do know that I am like, what? I always forget my age, but I am about 142 years old, so yeah. Wait, no. 160 years old. I can't count. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at math. I'm 160 years old, so I'm pretty familiar with the lingo of that time period. Well, actually, wait. Lovecraft is late 19th century, right? Stop! I'm okay. I'm just a zombie. I swear I'm not old. I'm not a grandma. Don't put me in the retirement home. Oh lord. There can 1920s, 30s. Okay, so a little later. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love books written in that time period. Agatha Christie's also really good. I've read some of her books. That's the author's name, right? I'm not pulling that out of my ass. I swear, sometimes I say stuff and people are like, that doesn't exist. I'm like, highly recommended then? Yeah, thank you. I'll definitely take a look at Lovecraft. Okay, thank you. I'm just like, is that a real person? Did I make that up in my head? There can be absolutely no doubt that this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My breathing starts to quicken. My cheeks begin to grow hot. Imagine, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of this in my head and it's so funny. Imagine like being at this library and you walk past like Noriko, like so she's facing the door, and like say you're walking out from like behind her and you just see this girl getting like hot and bothered over reading an obituary. That would be the most like awkward, disturbing. God, I wish. Why no? That's terrifying. Over an obituary? What if she killed him? You don't know. Don't die. No. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. Even better, no! You guys, make sure anytime you go on a date with anybody that you're being safe, or else I'll cry. I'll be very sad. I care about you also. I want to know that nothing bad will happen to you. I mean, of course I can't predict the future, but stay safe, okay? I quickly glanced around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes settle on it, I dashed toward it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for a unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles in my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for the door. Oh, it's locked! Somebody's in there! Where did I go? She's gone. It's over for her. It's over for her. She will not be able to show her face in this public library again. My hand grasps the cool metal handle and presses down, only to be met with immovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sign on the door, a notice that I completely ignored in my haste. Oh wait, is it not locked? Closed for cleaning!
Shit.
Just kick the janitor out, it's okay. I cursed despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for somewhere, anywhere, that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success.
Oh, you busted?
I'm so sorry, like, that was horrible timing. This poor girl. I was not expecting. I thought she was just gonna be like, oh, the bathroom's locked, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else, then just leave and go home or something like that. Or go to like a different public bathroom. And this dude's just like, hi. He comes up behind her.
I need to use the restroom.
I hope he can't tell that the expression on my face is not one of desperation to use the facility.
On it.
I almost thought that said begins to slam his face against it, and I was like, God, what? No! Don't injure your face. You're pretty. To my surprise, Kojiro strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fists against it.
Cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
I hear a panicked yelp from within. Kojiro's commanding voice is more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She reels her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight.
All yours. About to hold it.
Thanks.
I dash past Kojiro, unable to believe what is happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. As soon as I sit atop the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably, and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. Eiichi Hanada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposely crashed his car. Or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle, intent on murdering him on the behalf of Corpse Girl. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, scurving, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench. And with barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away. Huh? My breathing regulates, my legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die, my body already prepared itself for it? Have I already become desensitized to my ability to will death itself? I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, that complete and utter loss of control, it's addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. That strange man, Kojiro, is waiting for me at the end of an aisle.
Good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... you know... I really needed the bathroom.
Of course.
Oh, I'm so sorry! I didn't mean to click that! Ugh. I'm so sorry. I meant to click chat, but I didn't mean to, and then I accidentally clicked my... What was it called? Overlay? Be right back screen? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover.
Nobel Sinclair's latest. Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here.
Kojiro hands another book to me, this one with a brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
He does, he seems pretty nice. I noticed him actually in the cover of for the game on the Steam listing, so I wonder if he plays a bigger part in the story than just being some person that Noriko encounters at the store.
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. You take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise. Right. Be seeing you.
I want his noise. He seems nice. A brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closet shelves. The closest shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. It's actually not that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist the bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library's exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home, so much so that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if killing stirs my appetite? Should probably head to bed soon, so I'll see you guys around later. Good night, Kryla! Have a lovely rest! And I hope you have a lovely rest, have a lovely rest, yes, and have a good rest of your night as well. Thank you so much for stopping by, I appreciate it. I often pass this establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight, another rarity for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth, and I slide in before looking at a menu. The house specialty, according to the menu in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite. In fact, seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. I decide to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omurice sounds good. I used to eat it a lot as a kid. Omelette, rice, and ketchup. What's not to like? Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress returns to take my order, and I confidently point out what I'd like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given me my courage a boost, because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company. A friend perhaps. Perhaps Aoi or even Shinya might be nice to talk to and pass the time with. Oh well, in a way I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag, the very same book Kojiro lent to me, and I open it up to the first chapter. Strange Flower, an odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. My meal arrives when I'm a few pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the omurice before me. It smells good. It's presented beautifully. I could probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. I pick up the spoon and slice through the middle of the omurice, causing a puff of steam to billow up. I agree! Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop up a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other word to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here, eating like a normal person. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person, too. Just a girl sitting at a restaurant, eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escaped my lips, and I gently dabbed my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and returned to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Nobel Sinclair. According to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. I can't quite put my finger on what is strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply in hiragana, almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. But that can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. It's true that a lot of adults have trouble with complex kanji. Professional authors, though, not so much. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I know it, a waitress is politely letting me know that the restaurant is closing soon. I nod and look at the plate of omurice in front of me. The meal has gone cold and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now and I really enjoyed what I did eat. I don't even feel any added weight on my hips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book in my bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. Interesting. Oh wait, is this the end of Act 1? Maybe she's a corpse? Who knows, maybe? Maybe we're both zombies. I mean, I'm not as nearly as mean, but... A blast of frigid night air nearly sweeps me off my feet when I step out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. It's the end of spring, so unpredictable cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't be blamed for not bundling up. Anyway, it's not raining and I'm close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. I head down the street and watch a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay any mind as I wander by. My phone bursts to life and rings out in the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to my ear for warmth.
Hello? Aoi?
Noriko, hello. Is this a bad time?
No, I'm just walking home.
You're out at this time of night? That's not like you.
I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up?
You stopped to eat? Say, about the new job.
What is it?
I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit.
He said that? Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job?
I hope she can quit. I don't want her to have to work there with all those creeps.
Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
Oh, what a load of crap. Hang on. Are you at the cafe now?
Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up.
I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind.
No, Noriko, you can't...
Just watch me. I'll be right there.
in the call despite Aoi's objections. I can't believe how furious I am. Aoi finally has an escape route from that god-awful job, and now the manager won't let her quit? It has to be illegal. I've never met her manager, but I can just imagine his type. Self-important, wretched, greedy pig. Thinks he's the king of the world because he runs a shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. I'd love to target victims like that. I change direction and take up a running pace. The cool air against my face is kind of nice now that my body's warming up a little. Thankfully, there's hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not a terribly fit person, so it isn't long before I feel out of breath. I come to a stop at the end of the street, heaving and clutching my chest.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
After taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up, walking briskly this time. I can see the maid cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. Noriko! What about Noriko? I approach the entrance and read the neon board. Chateau de Cristal. Welcome home, master. Drinks from just 400 yen. Table charge 500 yen per person. Open till 10 p.m. every night. I pass the sign and reach for the door handle, just as somebody hurriedly throws the door open and emerges.
Noriko?
Aoi, told you I'd be here.
She looks so cute in her maid outfit, but I really hope she can quit. She doesn't deserve to work in such an awful place.
I'm really glad to see you.
Aoi gives me a brief wave. She fidgets nervously and straightens the ruffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit.
Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job.
I know. Listen, is your manager still here?
Aoi hesitates, then shakes her head sadly.
You just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up.
Damn it. Ugh, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Noriko, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad.
Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either.
But what can I do?
Quit your job out here! Damn it, that heartbreaking expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, tell her everything's going to be okay. Oh, why can't I?
Aoi. I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know.
This is making my heart so
happy. Dealt with over the
happy.
years, all the shit you're still dealing with. You're brave, whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours, but you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm proud of you, and I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
Noriko.
You're my best friend. You always will be.
Aww.
Even if we can't be anything more than that.
This is making my
I'm
heart
happy
so
just having you in my
happy.
life.
Also, I'm sorry if I'm not doing as much commentary. I do want to, like... It's hard trying to balance it a little bit because there is a lot of voice acting in this. And I want to be able to have times where the voice acting is, like, the focus. But if you guys would like me to do more commentary, I definitely can do that. So just feel free to let me know. Aw, thank you.
I'd do anything for you, Aoi. I hope you realize that.
Of
Aww.
course.
My...
I know. Thank you, Noriko.
Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
You know I can't. All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise...
I nod calmly. I understand. I can't push her too much.
Don't worry. I get it.
Even though Noriko isn't really that great of a person, I still really like that she looks out for Aoi because it kind of shows that, like, she's human in a way. Like, she's a garbage person for making people panic and indirectly causing their deaths, but it shows that there's still, like, an aspect of humanity for her because she can still show, like, empathy and kindness for Aoi, and I think that's really interesting. Like, it's an interesting touch the devs added.
And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place. That stalking customer, he knows where I live, and, well, if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home.
Oh god, that's terrifying. I feel so
Why don't we
sorry
go to
for
the
her.
police? I can't do that! I can't get him in trouble. I just can't. Howie, what? What is he?
He's family.
Oh my god, what? A gust of wind blows down the narrow street, causing my hair to whip wildly in my face. I brushed it out of my eyes and mouth, only to see Aoi standing still, her head down.
The stalker. He's...
Bro, my heart, this is so sad. God, I hope they figure out a solution for Aoi, because she's going, like, literally the entire game, there's never been, like, an actually happy moment with Aoi, except for this scene where Noriko's, like, comforting her. Like, every single time we've ever seen her, it's literally just been her talking about, like, going through, like, a shitty moment, and I'm like, oh my god, please get this girl a break.
I could never bring myself to tell you.
Exactly.
Surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. You're putting up with it because you don't want him arrested.
Yes. If he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me. And I'll truly have no one.
You have me.
You know what I mean. I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko.
It makes me really sad. I don't want her to just... No, I don't want her to just, like, have to put up with it, because, like, no one should have to put up with stuff like that. Regardless of if it's family or not. Like, guys, know that, like, if anyone is treating you badly, regardless if it's your family or not, personally, I think, like, they deserve a piece of your mind, okay? I don't care if it's your mom or your dad, or, like, your siblings, or your grandparents, or your in-laws, like, or kids, if you have kids, don't put up with that shit. God. Like, don't do that, because it really sucks to, like, try to be confrontational about it. Like, I'm not a confrontational person at all. If you ever met me, I'm actually very, very shy off stream, but there's nothing that good that comes out of just bottling your feelings up. It's something that I've learned after a very long time. So if you're ever in a bad situation, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Anyways, I'm sorry, that was my little rant. She doesn't hear me breathe her name as she disappears into the darkness. Aw, thank you. Poor girl. There has to be something I can do. Oh, this is our first choice. Oh god, I don't know what to pick. Guys, I need help. I totally forgot we were gonna have to make decisions and I didn't prep myself for it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, okay, I'll save here. And then we can make another, like we can come back and choose the other option. So let's go ahead and choose give her some space, because I don't know, she seems really stressed out about it. I know when I'm stressed about something and when I feel like I'm out of options, it like makes me I feel like this is gonna sound a little mean, but it sometimes makes me feel worse. Whenever people try to like talk to me, or not like just talk to me plainly, but like try to give me advice or tell me like ways I can fix it. So I'm just like, I'm still processing it. Like, can I have some time? So I'll give her some time because I know that's what I would probably want. I knew her well. If I chase her, pursue her, she'll just resent me for it. It took a long time for her to heal the wounds I inflicted last time I pursued her relentlessly. The best thing to do is to give her space. Let her sort her own things out. Her own thoughts out. Last time? I'm curious what last time was. She'll talk to me when she's well and ready. I just need to be patient with her. My phone rings, the sound slicing through the patter of rain. It's Aoi, of course it is.
Hey. Noriko.
The girl bursts into tears, her sobs reverberating through my ears. What happened?
I can't do it anymore.
No, Aoi! What's wrong? What's happening?
All my life people have abused me, taken advantage of me. What did I do? What did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong.
You never did anything wrong, Aoi.
No.
I can't explain other people's behavior. And I can't truly understand what you've been through. Sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear.
What do you do when it all gets too much, Noriko?
Me? Well, I mean, you know me better than anyone. When it all gets too much,
I ran away. I took myself to my apartment and swore to never leave the safety of its walls.
put it this way. I don't deal with things as well as I should.
Hi, Mr. Nobody, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I hope everything's going well for you.
Me neither. When things get overwhelming,
Oops, I'm so sorry. I clicked out of the window.
my mind feels
Oh, I did it again.
and everything. I get caught up in little rituals, little habits, and I can't break free. I can't tear my mind away from the repetition, from the endless doubting and second guessing.
I know.
I can't keep going like this. Something has to change.
As much as I want to help you, this is something only you can do, Aoi.
Yeah.
But if nothing else, I'll always be here for you. Whether you want to break down and cry on my shoulder, or use me as a punching bag, or just vent to me, I'll be here.
Aww,
Noriko.
this makes me so happy. I mean, not the part of like Aoi's suffering, but the part that like Noriko's making sure that she has someone that's there for her so that she doesn't have to feel alone.
Thank you. I think you finally understand.
I'm trying, girl. I really am.
I'm going to make a change. I'm going to quit my stupid job and join you at work on Monday. I promise. I promise I am going to get through this.
Oh yay! You can do it, Aoi.
I know you are. I never doubted you.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Okay?
I'll look forward to it.
Yay! I hope that's good. I hope that's a good decision that we made. Aoi ends the call. I'm not sure if I feel better after that discussion. And I can't honestly tell if Aoi feels better either. I sigh and look up at the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. I got an achievement for it. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but... The day drags on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do with myself during my free time. The library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again today. So far, I spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to stave off my hunger. I keep checking my phone, but Aoi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any new requests to attend to. I was hoping I would get at least one this weekend to help occupy my time. To take a break from reading Strange Flower, I decided to browse through noise and see what's happening in my social circle. Though I am not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for Aoi, reading their posts always lifts my mood. Reading through their posts always lifts my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I come across is from Tomoe. Tomomo! Bitches be tripping if they think they're gonna steal my man. We thick as thieves. He's getting lucky tonight. The garbled post is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting cozy together. Shinya looks more than a little nervous. I would be willing to bet that Tomoe is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him, or why he's into her for that matter. At first, I thought Tomoe was just trying to bug me, to annoy me by pursuing someone she thought I wanted. But surely this was taking it too far, right? Haven't I made it clear that I just don't care? As for Shinya, maybe that boy really is into the blow-up doll look. Noriko, that's so mean! Yaru are so cute! As one myself! Don't put us out like that! I guess I understand him less than I originally thought. I noticed that I've been frowning while looking at Tomoe's post, so I decided to slam my finger down on the thumbs down button. A little text box below the post now reads, Noriko Kurosawa disliked this. My frown breaks and I smirk. It feels somewhat satisfying to publicly dislike Tomoe's posts. Sorry, I was hydrating. I can imagine Tomoe's face going tomato red when she reads the notification. With a little giggle, I scroll past the post and keep browsing my feed. As expected, it doesn't take long to find a post from Shinya himself. It's out of character for him, but he's actually not posting about criminal cases and detective work for once. Shinya Fujikawa, 13 hours ago. Shinya Fujikawa, 13 hours ago. I never believed in love until I met her. She swept me off my feet and showed me how to become a better man. It makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Tomoe. 2 days together and counting. Oh my god. I look forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I involuntarily gag and continue scrolling. I guess they really do like each other. Maybe he was just uncomfortable because Noriko was there and they were on a date. I'm not really sure. Nothing else in my newsfeed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and a few coworkers posted about how grief-stricken they were about Akane Tsurumaki passing away unexpectedly. Oh my god, wait. Is the Kurosawa we saw in the prologue her sister? Okay, that makes so much more sense now, because they have the same last name, and I was like, that can't be the girl from the retail store, right? Because they look completely different. Akane Tsurumaki, followed closely by Eiichi Hanada, and long before them both, Rui Hatano. The one who started it all. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names. When Corpse Girl rises above the muck and filth from this world and becomes truly famous, I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to trudge forward. I need new targets, new victims, to launch Corpse Girl's name into the stars. If Corpse Girl's website becomes more than an urban legend, more than a rumor whispered of in the shadows, then... No, I need to take it slow. I can't get too far ahead of myself. I still need to put in a lot of work before I can attain my goal. Maybe she did, true. That's also a possibility. I hope not. For some reason, I genuinely want the relationship to go well. Maybe it's because Noriko is like, oh my god, she's just doing it to like mess with me. And then she's like, oh, Sheena couldn't possibly like someone like Tomoe. So I guess I just wanted it to go well out of spite. I don't know. But I want Noriko and Tomoe to be friends. It would be a cute dynamic. I just don't know if it would ever happen because they seem to hate each other so much. But I feel like it would be really nice if we could get like a moment where Tomoe sort of opens up to Noriko or perhaps even apologizes. Because I feel like in a way, like her act like of being mean to Noriko is kind of performative. Like I don't think she genuinely hates Noriko or anything like that. But maybe she has a bit of a what's the word? Incorrect perception of her. Me too. There's a lot going on. Like, even with just Aoi alone, there's already a lot of, like... We don't know all the... Even though there's not a whole lot of details about her story, just, like... The, seriousness of what she's going through, like, being brought up, and then having that moment between them together already feels like they're giving her a lot more attention than a lot of side characters get in games these days. So that makes me pretty happy, to be honest. I also wonder if they're going to continue to show the story from different perspectives, because that would be interesting as well. Because like the first one was the prologue was from the perspective of Emmy, and the act 1 is from the perspective of Noriko. So I wonder if we're gonna get like Aoi or Tomoe or Kojiro's perspective next. I doubt they'll do Shinya since he doesn't seem to be that important or interesting. But like, and he doesn't really have that big of a connection with Noriko either. But that'll be interesting. Okay, I'll stop ranting now, sorry. I need word of mouth, testimonials. So far, the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requesters to spread the word about how effective the website really is. Yes, that would be perfect. But I obviously can't get in touch with them now. They remain anonymous when they request death. No one would willingly put in their contact details when doing something so shady anyway. I sigh and scratch my head. Thinking about it like this won't do me any good. Maybe I should come back to it later. I reach for my laptop, sitting on the couch next to me. Maybe I'll take just one more look for new requests. You never know, right? I log into the administration panel of Corpse Girl's website and check for notifications. 1 new request. Request details. Today, 3:31 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Wait, 3:31 p.m.? This was submitted just a few minutes ago. What are the chances I would check the incoming request so soon after receiving a new one? My heart begins to race as the attached photo downloads to my computer. I'm excited about the prospect of working on a new request for the rest of the evening. Who will be the poor sucker to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? Oh, shit. Wait a minute. I just like, as soon as I saw this, like all the possibilities started going through my head of who could have submitted Noriko's photo. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. Wait, I thought it was gonna be like one of the the character we saw. It could have been, that was one of the first ones I thought. At first I thought it might have been Tomoe. My first thoughts were Tomoe, Aoi, or maybe like she's had suspicions of a coworker at her job, like knowing about the Corpse Girl website and requesting deaths of people to see like something, I don't know, to see whatever would like if stuff would happen, maybe, I don't know. So I guess maybe it could also be someone that works at her company, which could even be Shinya when you think about it. Could even be that if that person that worked with Tsurumaki that was close to her killed her, maybe there's someone there, or like maybe Tsurumaki's family or something. Maybe somehow somebody figured out that whoever was close with Tsurumaki or the other guy, Hanada, I think, maybe one of them might have a suspicion about it being Noriko and requested her death to get back at her. There's so many possibilities. I don't really know. My heart skips a beat and my hands instantly turn cold. What the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. It's the very same image used for my company ID tag. Okay, so that kind of gives a hint. It's the weekend, so Aoi hasn't started working there yet, so unless the IDs are posted online, like I feel like it's not very likely that it's Aoi. So it's probably someone that works at the company, I would think. Or they just happened to take a picture of her ID. I'm not smiling. In the photo or in real life. Is this some kind of joke? Somebody has requested my death. Somebody has requested my death.
Somebody wants me dead? I can't believe it! It finally happened! I know exactly who requested my death! Tomoe! That stupid, vapid bitch!
Is it Tomoe? I don't know if it is. I feel like it's not. I feel like that would be too obvious, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's no way I can really know. This is messing with my head, you guys. I'm second guessing myself now. Tomoe Watanabe, the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she's the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpse Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test the website on. Her noise post from the start of the week confirms that. And she has been getting increasingly obsessed with tormenting me lately. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, it finally triggered her to request my death.
Tomoe, you brainless whore! I am Corpse Girl!
In a fit of manic laughter, I set to work dismembering my photo. I'm going to make my corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. And then, when her guard is down... Yeah, I really feel like...
Sato yet? I wonder if she got held up. It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
I know you're laughing a little. I was like, I like the laugh, but it's also like really funny when people laugh like that. It could be him. I agree, it could be him. It's messing with my head so much. I have no idea who it is because there's so many people that it could be. Well, I mean, there's not a lot of people that it could be, but my brain keeps flipping between reasons of, like, why it could be this person or why it could be that person. I grind my teeth and hope that Sheena can't sense my anxiety.
She'll be here.
I don't believe the bitter words that tumble out of my mouth. I send another message to Aoi's seemingly abandoned phone, not really expecting a reply.
Actually, she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either.
He doesn't need to tell me that. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. There's a small surprise waiting for her in her top desk drawer, courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour
We
now.
had a late night last night, so
Look!
I wonder if she woke up on time.
We don't need to know that, Sheena. It's okay. Thank you, Noriko. I taste something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Sheena's recap of his night with Tomoe.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course, I need to.
His vocalized thoughts trail off as he wanders away. I return my focus to the keyboard in front of me. As I type, letters scroll across my screen, seemingly slower than usual. No Aoi, no Tomoe. The static drone of the office environment is just as loud as ever, but without those two here, something feels off. Aoi shouldn't be missing her first day of work. And say what you want about Tomoe, at the very least, she's punctual, but her to be this late is very unusual.
Kurosawa, a word, if you please.
Who's this lady? She's gorgeous! Hello? You're so pretty! Oh my god. A soft but sharp voice snaps me out of my thoughts. I look up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning in an intimidating fashion. Kotomi Aida, an executive who oversees a lot of the juniors on this floor. I deal with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own level.
Miss Ida, did you need something?
Please, come with me.
I reluctantly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass-screened cubicles that line one wall of the office, special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary workstations.
Take a seat.
I follow her instructions, sitting down on one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that fill the small enclosure.
A new employee was supposed to start work today. Sato, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I see. You understand that it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct?
Yes, I understand. Believe me, it is very out of the ordinary for her to do something like this.
I wonder if she's okay.
I'm sure. Fujikawa recommended Sato for the job based on your personal request. You need to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is the one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished. Rather, his recommendations will be denied for the foreseeable future. And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by the other executives.
Isn't that a bit extreme? All of that because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work?
That's the way these things go. I've seen it dozens of times. The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa.
I had no idea. Honestly,
Enough. This isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa, and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you. And please advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with us flourishing anytime soon.
Aw, poor Shinya. No.
That's all.
Kotomi abruptly exits the cubicle and leaves me sitting alone, sitting in a stupid-looking green plastic chair. I take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't even know if I should say anything. Surely Kotomi is being a bit extreme and effectively halting Shinya's career at Temujin. It's just all because they recommended Aoi for the job. I feel like an idiot. But how was I to know that Aoi would prove unreliable? And still, it's far too extreme. Kotomi is out of line. Something else is at play here. I can feel it. Maybe Kotomi wants Shinya gone for her own reasons, but I can't imagine why. He's a junior employee and not exactly the type to step on anyone's toes and make enemies. I return to my desk in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. My eyes fall on the empty can of coffee next to my computer screen, and I began to wish I'd purchased more than one this morning. Glancing over the top of my screen, I can see that Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. I'm sure she'll love it. I don't enjoy my walk home to the park this evening as much as I normally do. There are too many things weighing on my mind. Aoi, Tomoe, Shinya, and Kotomi. I said that I'm increasingly finding myself drawn into office drama. I don't want to deal with any of it. I just want to pursue my own goals. Working at the office is just a means to an end. A means to an end. A way to keep a roof over my head and have the money to achieve Corpse Girl's ambitions. If I could quit, I would, but I can't. Not just yet. I wonder if I could monetize Corpse Girl's services. Users could pay a fee to request a death, or I could even just accept donations. I get the sinking feeling that asking for money will reduce the amount of requests I get. The number of requests coming in is already depressingly low. If I reduce it any further, I'll be in trouble. As I draw closer to my apartment building, my phone cries out for attention. I bring it to my ear with a swift hand.
Aoi? Noriko. What's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office.
Yeah, well, I gathered that. Tell me why.
You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with.
For real? What are we talking about here? Stalkers? Or your own battles?
I left the apartment twice. I really did. But I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right. I had to check a few things and then check again, and in the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep because when I looked at the time, it was already late.
I sigh angrily and hope that Aoi doesn't hear me.
Alright. It sounds like you had a rough day. I'm sorry, but the situation isn't great. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't think they'll be happy with you if you come in tomorrow. If I were you, I'd write a polite letter of resignation and just forget about the job. Shinya's been kind of thrown under the bus because of this.
Shinya? Why?
I'm not too sure myself. Since he got you the job, I suppose he was somewhat responsible for you. But because you didn't come in, it sounds like his career's in real jeopardy.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh, I feel this entire situation just feels so horrible. I'm sorry, I was just super into the scene that I forgot to talk. I'm super sorry about that, but man, this feels just bad all around. Like, bad for Shinya, because he's like basically losing his job that he was really into working at. Plus his girlfriend works there, so now he can't see her anymore. If she's even okay. Like, we don't even know where she is really right now. Noriko feels guilty for recommending Aoi to Shinya because she had no clue that it would affect him that much, and Aoi probably feels guilty now because she didn't think it would have that effect on Shinya, and it's just horrible. Like, everyone feels horrible.
Take a breath. You didn't know something like this would happen. I didn't either. I think this one exec has it out for him or something because it's too much of an overreaction.
I can't believe it. I never wanted to cost him his job.
I know. You didn't mean for this to happen. Look, I'll try and smooth things out a little. I'll talk to Shinya tomorrow. You need to look after yourself right now. okay? Promise me you'll just take it easy tonight and relax.
Okay.
No! Don't be mean to Aoi! No!
Forget this ever happened. Noriko will look after everything.
Thank you, Noriko.
Okay, get some rest.
Bye-bye.
I end the call with a heavy heart. I don't actually have any idea what to do. Don't like Aoi, I love her! But it's also not, I don't really feel like it's anyone's fault in this situation. Because I definitely experienced the same sort of stuff that Aoi has. It hasn't really made me late to anything, but I definitely like know the paranoia that she's describing. And like, put it. I'm sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I definitely know what she's just like describing and how it can affect you, especially if you had it like if you have it really bad, like, which it sounds like she does. And like, it's not Noriko's fault either, because it's like obviously she didn't know that Aoi would be struggling specifically on the day she was supposed to start work, and it's obviously not Shina's fault either. But yeah. If I could actually follow through with my words and genuinely make things better for her, then... well, maybe we'd have a bit of a different relationship than we do now, but... I probably missed my opportunity for that a long time ago. In senior high school, I was never really truly understanding of her, and that cost me too much. Things are different now, of course. I've seen what she goes through. I'd like to think I understand her a lot more now. My feelings for her are true, and not muddled in sympathy or pity. If this wasn't a different life, and I hadn't made all those stupid mistakes, I would be happy to be with her. Oh my god, she has a crush on Aoi! Fuck! She's so happy! That's so cute! That's so cute! I love that. I love that. That makes me so happy. I hope they end up together, even though I feel like that won't happen. With the way this game is going, like, I'd be surprised if Ao even made it to the end of the game alive, to be honest, because this feels like one of those games that is gonna make you get really attached to the characters and then they all end up dead at the end of the game. And that's what scares me, because I already feel myself getting attached to the characters. And I don't want this to end up like some of the animes I've watched, Jujutsu Kaisen, where like I get super attached to one character and they're like, ah, well, I'm dead now, goodbye. Because I'm gonna be in so much emotional pain. I kind of wish I was on Twitch right now so I could have the little, like, emotional damage audio play redeem. I'd rather see her end up with the dude. What dude? Shinya?
Yo.
She's not dead? I mean, of course she's not dead. I don't know why, but... the near distance. Oh, gotcha. Honestly, I don't think I have a preference. I don't really know enough about Kojiro yet to really see if I, like, would think of them being together, but... I think either way would be cute. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. She's so cute. Someone marry me, please. Someone please marry me. Please, I love you so much. Please, Tomoe, please. I promise I'll be good to you. I'll buy you anything you want. Please, I'm a good bat, I promise. I never know when she's so cute. I freeze in my tracks. My body wants to keep walking, to reach the familiar safety of my home. But my brain is engaging in its fight or flight mode. Torn between my options, I find myself completely stationary.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Tomoe.
There's no doubt in my mind that she's been waiting for me here all afternoon. She knows my route home. That's obvious since I last encountered her and Shinya in this very same park. I can't help but tense up as she leaps off the bench and approaches me.
You're into weird shit, right? Like, occult stuff?
Look at her. I'm sorry. She's just so cute. And I can't. Look at the little hoodie. It's so cute. And her little matching hat with the little bear on it. And the skirt. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed. Oh my god. I can't. You guys. She's so adorable. You can't look at Tomoe and tell me you hate her. You can't. That's blasphemy and you'll be banned. I'm kidding, but you can't look at her and be like, no, I hate her, because she's so pretty.
Maybe? Is that what you came here to ask me?
Nah, just listen, Kay. I wanted the opinion of someone freakier than me.
She really knows how to flatter a girl.
It's kind of dumb, you know, but have you heard of that Corpse Girl website thing?
Who does she think she's talking to? More importantly, how should I respond?
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, right? I heard rumors too, so I checked it out. I thought the whole thing was really funny. Like, could it be for real? Anyway, maybe I kinda used it to request a death.
Is that so?
Tomoe has pretty much straight up admitted that she was the one who requested my death. Is it? Maybe she requested the one without the photo.
Yeah, and, well, you know how the site works, right?
Wait.
Fill me in.
All you do is put in a photo of a bitch and her phone number. Then she's supposed to drop dead. Simple as that. Thing is, no one knows how it works. Or if it works, actually.
Right. Okay, so...
Yeah,
you
that's what I
requested
thought
somebody's
too.
death. And... what happened?
Well... You see... the dumb bitch went and died.
Yeah! She straight up admitted it. Oh no! Tomoe! Girl, why would you tell her? Why would you tell her that? She literally hates you! Tomoe, I'm sorry, but that was not a smart move, girl. That was not a smart move. Okay, I love Tomoe, but like, imagine going after somebody that literally hates your guts and being like, yeah, I killed someone. You're probably gonna tell the police, but yeah, I killed someone. Indirectly, but I did. Like, you can't just do that! Tomoe! Tomoe, I love you! But... That's true, now Noriko doesn't request... Now Noriko knows Tomoe didn't request her. I blinked a few times. I'm positive I didn't hear that right. Yeah, I agree, it's getting good. And I'm glad... Mr. Nobody was my scream funny. I didn't mean for scream like that, but...
What did you say? The chick whose photo I uploaded. She's deader than a doorknob.
Who's Tomoe referring to? My mind is racing frantically, scanning through the list of Corpse Girl's victims over the past few months. The only people who have died recently are Akane Tsurumaki and Eiichi Hanada. Tomoe is talking about a female, so that rules out Eiichi. Then there's Ruri Hatano, but she died such a long time ago. Last year, in fact. Surely Tomoe wasn't the one who requested her death. It was way too long ago for her to bringing it up now. That leads me to believe that the only person Tomoe could be talking about is Akane Tsurumaki. Or has somebody else died? Somebody I never found out about? That's impossible. I've been so thorough in searching for the results of my work. The only victim that Tomoe could be talking about is Akane. Wait, no. That still can't be right. Tomoe requested my death. Tomoe uploaded my photo to Corpse Girl's website just recently. I take a deep breath, swallow hard, and open my mouth.
Tomoe, what you're saying is...
Okay, so
really
somebody died.
serious.
Wait. So
Are you
Akane died.
sure this
But then
person
somebody
died?
requested Noriko's death that isn't Tomoe. So in my mind, that it means it's probably either Shinya or Aoi. Or it could be some other person with
No
the
doubt.
company.
And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you're good with this occult junk, how do you think she died from a website? Do you reckon my request really killed her? Because I don't really want this shit on my conscience, you know?
I don't know what to say.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for Tomoe, because, like, I don't know if she, like, really wanted her dead, or if she was just like, oh, this has to be a joke, lol, and put it in, and then it was like, oh my god, she actually died.
Come on. I was only really joking around.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
okay,
website.
so she was
Didn't think
joking.
For a second that it could really work.
So, Tomoe, I hate to break it to you, but, like, yeah, it does. Sorry. Well, that really sucks. For her, at least.
Now, this bitch is cold in the ground, and I can't sleep at night. Keeping Shinya close is the only thing making me calm lately.
I'm glad Sheena's at least, like, helping her calm down. Like, oh my god. Tomoe seems to be showing a little remorse, which I didn't think she had in her. She thought the website was a joke, then fair enough. It's only natural that she'd want to play around with it. Then again, I'm kind of offended that she figured the whole thing was fake. Corpse Girl has worked too damn hard to be considered a joke. But I want to get to the bottom of this. I need to find out whose death Tomoe requested. And more importantly, the question of who requested my own death remains unanswered.
Tomoe, what's the name of the person you requested to die?
Her name? Oh, you might know her. It was that skank from our office.
Oh, I skipped it. I'm sorry. But yeah, she did request... I didn't mean to say I'm sorry so aggressively. I'm sorry. I got surprised because I read the name and then apologized at the same time. But like, oh my goodness, it really is Akane Sudomaki. Oh, that's so crazy. I wonder what went on between them, because I thought Akane was just gonna be some like random person they used as filler, but apparently Tomoe actually has connection to this woman, so I wonder what happened between them. Also, I know I'm going way over my normal stream time, but like, I'm really having fun, so I'd like to keep going for a little bit longer. Sure enough, she's well and truly dead. Tomoe isn't wrong in believing that the website killed Akane. Tomoe once posted on Noise about wanting to try the website, and she was waiting to find someone to try it on. If I recall correctly, the request for Akane's death came through Corpse Girl's website shortly after I read that post. I'm glad you like it! Yay! Perhaps Tomoe made the request on the very same day. So then, Tomoe was the one responsible. I assumed the person who requested Akane's death was someone in our office, but I never figured it would be a junior data entry temp like Tomoe. How did Tomoe even know Akane? I can't see how their paths would have crossed in such a large office building.
Yo, Psycho, you in there?
I snap out of my thoughts and meet Tomoe's dead-eyed gaze.
Your professional opinion, can a website really kill someone?
I'm torn between giving two replies. I could state that I believe the website worked and therefore help increase Corpse Girl's credibility, or I could play it safe and make sure I'm not suspected of any involvement. Yeah, I know, I love her so much. Coward that I am, I decide to play it safe.
No, absolutely not. A website can't kill someone.
Yeah, I figured. Guess it's just a coincidence that she died. You reckon I'm not guilty then?
Why can't
didn't really
Tomoe
want
be
the bitch
real?
dead anyway.
Sad.
I was just mucking around.
I love her so much.
Yeah, you're not guilty.
Thank God. That's a real weight off my elbows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I sure as shit won't mess around with sites like that again, though. I'm gonna play it real straight from now on.
Yeah!
I gotta get my life together. I got a man to look after now.
Right. Well, good luck with that. I need to get home.
All I want right now is to get back and figure out who the hell uploaded a photo of me to the website. My mind is reeling and I'm not in the right headspace to listen to Tomoe's drivel any longer.
Hey, For what it's worth, which ain't much. Thanks. Thanks for putting my mind at ease. I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and, well, nah. That's about it for now.
For a fleeting moment, I imagined that she was about to apologize for assaulting me last week. That possibility disappeared from my mind almost as soon as it appeared.
See you tomorrow.
She waves, almost sheepishly, and wanders back through the park in the direction that I came from. She was. No, I want to see like Tomoe's soft side, because I totally feel like the way she acts towards Noriko is an act. Like, she doesn't genuinely act like that, because I feel like if she did, then Shino wouldn't like her. So like, I want to see what she's like what she's really like. If that makes sense. I feel like I'm not making sense, sorry. Yeah, she was 100% gonna apologize, and I think she got scared. Right, time to go home. I can't relax until I know who requested my death. If it wasn't Tomoe, then this situation could become a lot more serious than I originally thought. If it wasn't because of my petty squabbles with her, then someone really wants me dead. Yeah, adds complexity to her. I really like that. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely either Aoi or Shina. That's the only thing I could think of. Tomoe! I can't sleep. It must be past 3 AM. Countless hours have passed since I started trying to figure out who requested my death. Girl, you need to go to bed. You can't think on, like, a sleep-deprived brain. Trust me, I know. She's so pretty. I wish I could be like Tomoe. Or not Tomoe. Well, actually, I do want to be like Tomoe, but I also want to be like Noriko, because they're both gorgeous. I've run through every possible candidate and their potential reasons 1,000 times. I've replayed every encounter I've ever had with every person I've ever met, and I'm drawing a blank. I don't know who wants me dead. I'm not so vain to think that everybody likes me. I'm sure a hell of a lot of people don't like me very much at all. But does anyone not like me enough to want me dead? To nominate me for Corpse Girl to claim as her prey? I take little solace in the fact that my life isn't actually in danger. Corpse Girl's victims are only brought low by my hand. Though my convictions are strong and I never refuse a request, taking my own life is absolutely out of the question. Oh shit, I just realized. So wait, okay. Noriko, she put the photo of her body in Tomoe's desk because she thought Tomoe requested her death, but Tomoe didn't. So she's gonna be so fucking freaked out when she finds that on her desk tomorrow. Unless Noriko removes it in time. Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, Tomoe's probably going to freak out. Because then that would be almost like evidence that it's real, like the website. This is the one and only request I will ever refuse. Yeah, I agree. That's deep. Yeah, this story is really complex, to be honest. Like, I mean, so far, I don't think it's even, like, gotten really to... I feel like this is still just the very beginning of the story, even though I thought we were pretty far in, but we're apparently not. I feel like... I already feel like so much has happened. Like, I have... You know how, like, in movies and TV shows and stuff, when they're figuring out, like, a mystery, there's always, like, one of those boards with, like, a bunch of information on it with, like, the red string. I feel like I have one of those going on in my head right now with every single little thing that's happened in this game, trying to wrap my head around, like, what's going on as the story progresses. But, like, yeah, it's pretty nuts. I mostly didn't even think that Tomoe would be this intertwined with the story. I thought she was just gonna be like an annoying office co-worker that Noriko didn't like. But like, I honestly liked the way that the devs did Tomoe's personality. It's refreshing. Now that I've eaten of the knowledge that somebody genuinely wants me dead, I can't cure my upset stomach. Now I'm out of mental reassurance will quell the sickening sickness rising inside of me. The top candidates are, of course, those closest to me. Cross Tomoe off the list. Her relief at knowing Akane Suramaki's death wasn't her fault convinced me that she wouldn't make the mistake of messing with the website twice. As to the fact that she came to me for reassurance, well, it's safe to say that she's not the person I'm looking for. Yeah, same here. And the artwork is so nice. Like, I actually just really love the visuals of this game. So that leaves the people I deal with on a daily basis. Ai Sato, my best friend since junior high, and the first person I ever fell for. She rejected me gracefully during senior high. So gracefully that we remain friends to this day. Would she want me dead? It's doubtful. She wouldn't even report her stalker, a guy who she's apparently related to the police because she didn't want him arrested. I don't know. This seems sus to me because I don't think... Okay, I remember in the prologue, I don't remember what day it was in the prologue, but it might have, I think it was in June, at some point in June, maybe like June 13th or something. I think that was the day the MC in the prologue died, so it might have been the day before that. But anyway, the MC in the prologue talked to Aoi after she got fired, and Aoi talked about how she wanted to use Corpse Girl's website because there's someone she would rather be without. And so, even though it's a lot later than this, I'm wondering if, I don't know. So does that rule out Aoi? I honestly don't know. Because there could be more than one, it could even be that there's more than one person in Noriko's circle that doesn't like her. Yeah, I definitely like the writing in this because, honestly, second guessing yourself on anything isn't great. Like, you should always be confident. But when it comes to stories like this, I like second guessing myself because it tells me that the story is good at providing my brain with enough options that I'm not actually sure which one is right because there's so many different possibilities of how the story could go. I mean, I'm not like a great storytelling connoisseur or anything like that. I just honestly, I'll like a game or show or a movie or something as long as it's fun for me to play through or watch through. So it doesn't have to necessarily be great, but like I'm enjoying this so far personally. It's enough for my tiny brain to try to figure out at least. Again, I'm not the smartest bat in the cave, I'll be honest. Then there's Shinya Fujikawa, another acquaintance from school and now my coworker. He's even gone so far as to call us friends now that we're connected on noise. I've never been romantically interested in him, but I was under the false impression that he had feelings for me. He's a wannabe detective, but he doesn't have the competence to follow in his father's footsteps. He doesn't strike me as the type to want somebody dead, let alone go through with requesting somebody's death. I don't know. Even though, okay, Shinya, I don't think he doesn't strike me as the type of person that would want to take somebody out like that. But like at the same time, since he does like crime and mysteries and stuff, what if he's like, even though he likes detective work, if he's not a detective himself, like what if he's sort of doing his own little experiment or investigation with the website? I mean, there's still also that executive lady, Komori, was that her name? I don't remember. I don't remember what her name was, but when you take those two out of the equation, the people I deal with daily are very few. They're the higher-ups and execs at work, like Kotomi, that was her name. I think Komori is actually Bat in Japanese. Don't kill Bat, please. Please don't put me in the Corpse Girl website, please. I already went to the underworld once. I'm good to stay here for a while. They're the higher-ups and execs at work, like Kotomi Ida, but our dealings are so short and simple that I'm sure I barely even register on their radar. I hope the twist is that it's some nobody background character she doesn't recognize. That would definitely be interesting. Or, I would definitely like to see a character that we think we know super well, because, like, this is technically from Noriko's perspective, so anything we learn about a character is what she thinks she knows about them, but it couldn't, like, there's a possibility it's not who they really are, and so, like, I think it would also be interesting, or at least interesting enough for me, if it was, like, somebody that we think we have all the details on and we're sure it couldn't possibly be them, but then it turns out being them for a reason that we didn't even think about. If I extend my list of candidates to include people that I don't deal with regularly, but who are technically still part of my life, then the list gets a little more interesting and harder to narrow down. Kenji and Momo Ogawa, the father and daughter living in my apartment building. They're sweet, kind, and considerate. Couldn't imagine they'd want to kill me unless I'm really using up too much of their internet bandwidth and they just can't take it anymore. There's my elder sister, of course, Yuriko Kurosawa. We haven't talked in over a year, at least. She's scum, but probably not the type to randomly elect her own sister for death. Probably. She's on parole, so I have to believe she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her freedom. And then there's Mother. Suna Kurosawa. She's simply not in a position to submit my details to Corpse Girl's website. My struggling brain can't think of anyone else currently in my life. I have a very small social circle, it's true. All the people that fill my noise newsfeed have either already been named on this list, or they're from such a small, long ago part of my life that they wouldn't even remember I exist anymore. That's the true twist. That's the true twist. It was the little girl. The little girl figured it all out. She found Corpse Girl's website. She got so sick and tired of Noriko using up their internet because she couldn't play her games anymore. And then she decided to put in a picture of Noriko. And that's it. And then suddenly, without warning, a face pops into my mind with startling clarity. A guy from the library. Kojiro, was it? Kojiro with no surname. Was bizarre, eccentric. Didn't seem like the type of person that gets outside much, kind of like me, I suppose. His eyes were so clear it was unnerving. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but I couldn't see anything of substance through his lenses. What does that mean? Out of everyone I've mentally listed, he seems like the person most capable of taking someone's life. That's a biased opinion based on little to no knowledge of him. It's just the impression he gives. However, I had to ask myself, would he want me dead? Me, a person he met one time at the library? In addition, the photo of me that was uploaded to my website was from the Team Eugene corporate system. It's the very same picture that I wear on my ID tag. How would Kojiro have accessed it? If he was going to upload a photo of me, he would have found my noise profile and used an image from one of my albums. There aren't too many photos of me on there, but there are enough to identify me. The guy is suspicious, but I don't think he's the one I'm looking for. Yet, I can't get his face out of my mind. On a whim, I snatched up my phone from beside me and unlocked the screen. The bright light shines like a beacon in the darkness and nearly blinds me, but I squint and navigate to the noise app. Kojiro. He told me his noise tag, didn't he? I can remember it. It'll save me the hassle of having to look through hundreds of profiles with the same name just to find him. Ooh, what do you think? What do you think? What are you guys thinking? I want to know. What was it? Kojiro? No, too simple. Koji something. I started to type different variations until an auto-predicted result pops up. Koji. That's the right one. I tapped the result and instantly arrived at his profile. The info in his About Me section is pretty vague, but judging by the display photo, I'm certain this is the right guy. Koji. Just your average guy, taking my days one at a time. Introvert. Antisocial, anti-establishment, anti-everything. LOL. I like peanut butter, though. This bio seems so random to me. I scroll through his feed and see that he hasn't posted anything for quite some time. Interesting. His most recent post is from about a year ago, and it's just an updated version of his display picture, where he has cropped out a woman's face and body so the focus is just on him. I open up a direct message to him and start typing. Hey, is this Kojiro from the library? It's Noriko. Kurosawa. Since it's past 3 AM, I'm not respecting your reply until I instantly receive a message in response. Oh? Hi, late night? Apparently he's horrible at spelling. I mean grammar. I swallow and gather the nerve to ask him what's on my mind. Yes, I can't sleep. Have you heard of Corpse Girl's website? Screen thinks that he's currently typing a message, but then the notification simply disappears and no message comes through. Is he ignoring me? Then... yes. So he does know about the website. The question is, was he already familiar with it, or did he just look it up after I mentioned it? What are your thoughts? Is it real? Yes, love it. Big fan. I see. Me too. Have you used it? No. Well, no. Not yet. Don't hate anyone, though. Enough. Interesting. So that kind of gives me the impression that he would use it if he hated someone enough. Which I guess is, like, to be expected, but... Wait, have you used it? Tell me. Tell me details. Does it work? No, I haven't used it, but it's popular in my office. I don't know why I wrote that, or why I ended the message with a question mark. I shake my head and wait for a response. Okay, let me know if you use it. Might be work for me. Might be work for me? What does he mean by that? Work? Yes, I store cadavers, dispose of late... Huh? Huh? He stores corpses and disposes of them later? Yes, but like that's a weird way to word it. Okay. Hospital morgue, storage and disposal. He seems like the type of guy to work in a morgue. He works at a morgue? I noticed this. Oh. Ew. Sorry, I just know the smell of like... Yeah, I know the smell she's describing and it's kind of... So, if someone dies, they get sent to you? Even for like suicides and murders? Yes, all sorts. Worst are crash victims, have to mix and match limbs. Yeah, that smell. Worse are crash victims. Have to mix it. Oh wait, I already read that. Have you ever received a victim of Corpse Girl's website? Impossible to know. Maybe? Who can say? Have a name? A name. Can you look up the names of bodies he's received? Can you look up such a thing? Yes, cadavers are ID'd. Mostly. No victim? Should I ask? Will doing so put me under suspicion of being associated with Corpse Girl? Hello? I can look now. At work. I start to nervously bite my fingernails. I know that I won't gain anything from finding out if he's dealt with any of the victims, but... morbid curiosity tends to get the better of me. Sometimes I just have to know. True. Akane Surumaki. Okay, a second. No, correct spelling? Got an M Surumaki and Akane Surumi. That's not right. Close though. Okay, more names? Eiichi Hanada. Yes, crash victim. Bad. I remember him. He's still here, actually. I can't believe what I'm reading. Oh, that's such weird. That's such a weird coincidence, because it's like literally the day that he died, she met him for the first time, and so he probably saw the dude that she's responsible for killing the same day that that dude died. On the same day that they met, which is really interesting. Really? How long do you store bodies? Depends. Up to 2 days for autopsy. No autopsy for him. No need. So he just sits there, cold chamber number 31 BB. If family don't collect, then cremation. Is cremation what you mean by disposal? Yes, mostly. Friend of yours? Not exactly. But he's Corpse Girl's victim? You said so. Well, I don't know. You said so. Interesting. I'll look at him again. Really, there's no need for that. It's okay, I won't tell. How did you do it? Oh no. Hello? How did I do what? How did you oh! How did you kill him? Oh shit. I've messed up. He knows. Kojiro has figured out who I am. In a panic, I slam my phone. I can hear the constant vibration against the bed as Kojiro continues to message me. Shit. Shit. What did I do? Can I make something up to convince him that I'm not the one responsible for Ichi's death? Will he even buy it? By not responding to him straight away, I've probably inadvertently proven my own guilt. I pick up my phone between my trembling thumb and forefinger. I hold it delicately, as though it has suddenly become some sort of evidence that I don't want covered in my fingerprints. In a way, that's completely true. I stare at the messages from Kojiro. Hey, you there? Hello? I'd better reply. I have to say something. Maybe, just maybe, I can throw him off my trail. You don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone. Not exactly a lie. Yes, true. Corpse Girl killed him. No name entry on Corpse Girl's website. But you knew his name, and you knew he died. Ergo, you requested his death. Wait, this is good! This is far better than him believing I'm Corpse Girl. He thinks I'm just some span on the website that submitted a request. I have to run with this. I can't let him know the actual truth. Okay, you got me. I used the website to request his death. Ha. Wow, mad. So the site is real. Amazing. This is exciting. Are you happy he's dead? I decide to take a leaf out of Tomoe's book and act more innocent than I really am. Not really. I just made the request on a whim to see what would happen. I didn't think it would really work. Wow, so you didn't hate the guy, Eiichi? No, I never even met him. Just found his photo on the internet. Damn, that's cold! Dude, that's so... Imagine if that really did happen. That, like, this website was real and you just died because somebody was fooling around and found your picture on the internet and just threw it in there and then you died. Like, that's how, you have to have the worst luck ever. Incredible. Corpse Girl kills with just a photo, doesn't even need a name. Wonder how many other Vics I've got here. Oh, have to go, clocking off soon. Talk later. Kojiro's status immediately changes to offline. I breathe a sigh of relief. I think he bought the lie. Surely I'm in the clear. But... this whole conversation was an exercise in stupidity. I nearly shot myself in the foot because of my own insatiable curiosity. I shouldn't have contacted Kojiro at all. The only possible thing to come out of this is learning that Kojiro works at a hospital morgue. I could potentially take advantage of this, but my sleep-deprived brain can't work out how. Well, I can dwell on that later. For now, I really need to sleep. Alright, and I think we'll stop there for today. We are leaving off on Tuesday morning. Alright. Thank you guys so much for coming! I know that was a much longer stream than usual, so I apologize about that. If you're usually used to my 2-hour long streams, this one almost hit 3 hours. Almost. Thank you! Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Mr. Nobody. Of course. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you're enjoying the. No, we need more. Please don't hold me hostage, please. Please, I beg you. I'm glad you guys are liking the story, though. If you know so far, who's your favorite character? So far, if you've only watched this stream, there's Noriko, Tomoe, which is the girl with the blonde and pink hair. We have Shinya, and the guy with the brown hair. Kojiro, the guy with the black hair and glasses. And then, I think, is that everybody? I think so. And oh, and Aoi. She's the girl with the glasses and blonde hair who worked at the maid cafe. Tomoe, yes, we already know, Bruto. You're a huge fan of Tomoe, as am I. I love Tomoe. She's great. Still enjoying Noriko because she's like a simpler version of Light from Death Note. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. I agree. I can see that. I can see that. I think it's interesting how Death Note and Corpse Factory have some similar themes, but they're also very different. In a way. So I feel like, if I remember correctly, I don't know if I watched the entire thing of Death Note since I watched it such a long time ago, but if I'm remembering correctly, doesn't Light mostly kill criminals, at least at the beginning? Because otherwise, I can definitely see like where they are similar, but I also think it's interesting how Noriko doesn't care who she kills. Like she just does it because she likes the thrill of doing it. Noriko is pretty. She is pretty. She is very pretty. So far we got 2 votes for Noriko and 1 vote for Tomoe. Well, we'll see how you guys' opinions change as we progress more in the story. Yeah, it goes after criminals. Thought so. That's interesting. We'll see. I wonder if there's any changes in who Noriko targets as life goes on. There is an image I'm curious about. There's, on the Steam listing for the game, whenever you go to the preview images, there's an image of like sometimes it shows the images that she finds on the database of the deceased, and it was one screenshot of the game where she finds an image. It's like it's in a train station, and it's like there's like a bunch of people that are dead, and she's like, I wonder what story I can make up for this one. And so I'm like, oh god, things are getting pretty crazy, I guess. Or at least they're going to. So I wonder what will happen with that. That's sort of like, as I was looking at the synopsis to tell someone earlier, I noticed that photo and I was like, huh, that's interesting. To be specific, I think I can look at it really quickly. Yeah, it's a photo of a train station. And the line says it's one of the like first person like description lines where it's describing her actions, and it says I swing around and take in the entire view of the platform, counting up the bodies in the path of slaughter. My mind pieces together a theoretical scenario. Tomorrow's stream going to be the last one. No, I'm so sorry if I didn't. Did I give the right date in the last stream? My last day will be July 12th. Theoretical scenario, so it's probably in her head. That makes sense, yeah. So I wonder what will happen with that. I wonder what's the story behind that. But yeah, so my last stream will be July 12th. So we have about a week and a half left. I'm gonna miss you guys, but I was given permission to give you my new socials for my other project. It's still in the early stages. Like, I don't really have my model or anything yet finished just yet, but once my Twitter, I'll risk my life to be there. Don't! If you risk your life to be there and you don't make it, then you can't be there. So don't risk your life to be there. Just be there. Even if you're late, or if you don't come at all and just watch the bot. I appreciate you. I love you guys. You're amazing. You make me so happy. Once I get my Twitter set up, I'll totally let you guys know so that you can follow me there. Yeah, you guys are like, I'll risk my life to be there. I'll do this, I'll do that. I'm like, no, don't. I remember someone's like, okay, now that I'm done driving, I can watch the stream. I'm like, thank God you didn't try to watch this while driving. I would hate, like, I'm so scared when you guys, like, watch my stream or something while doing something else, because I'm like, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Oh, she will. You guys will be excited. It's like a mixture of two different aesthetics, but I don't want to tell you the other one so I don't spoil it. But, aw, thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. You guys are so sweet to me. I almost cried reading some of your messages. Like some of the comments. I was scrolling through them before I went to bed and I started tearing up. You guys are really too nice to me. But I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Without further ado, I hope you guys have an amazing night or morning, whatever time it is for you. If you're overseas or in a different time zone. And make sure you guys rest well. Make sure you eat a meal. Make sure you drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, especially if you live in a hot area. I don't want to hear that any of you got heat stroke the next time I stream or in any of my Twitter comments. If any of you gets heat stroke, I will find you. I will find you. And I will force you to drink water. I will find you. You can't escape. Have a nice weekend. Thank you so much. You too. Oh my god, yeah, it's Friday. Everyone have a great weekend. No! Don't! Please! Please don't get heat stroke. Please! Don't do that. It's bad for your health. You can't. It'll be difficult to watch my streams if you get sick and you're in the hospital, so don't do that. It's a bad idea. But thank you guys so much for coming! I appreciate it! Oh, my arm hurts really bad. Sorry, I work at a coffee shop, so I'm making drinks all day, so my muscles kind of hurt, but yeah, I'm kind of weak in real life. I'm horribly unfit. Sorry. But thank you guys for coming. I love y'all so much. Have an amazing weekend. I think I do have a stream tomorrow. I think we're doing Little Nightmares too. So if you feel like you want to stop by, feel free. And as always, I love you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye, everyone. I love you all. Bye-bye.